Buffalo's a better place because of Frank Mesiah. Erie County's a better place because of Frank Mesiah.
Today, neighbors in Buffalo celebrate the life of Frank Mesiah. The former president of the Buffalo NAACP chapter was 89 years old when he passed away. News 4's Shannon Smith joins us now with how the community plans to keep his legacy alive. Shannon?
Marissa, a father to some, a friend to most, and a mentor to many. Frank Mesiah achieved many accomplishments in his life, and many people say the biggest lesson they learned from him is to speak up, something they say they will continue to do in his honor.
It is quite a loss. It's quite a loss.
A loss that's felt well beyond the Buffalo community.
Buffalo's a better place because of Frank Mesiah. Erie County's a better place because of Frank Mesiah. And those of us who knew him are better people because we knew Frank Mesiah.
He was a moral compass for our community.
Frank Mesiah was a leader, loving friend, and mentor to many.
He became a mentor, a father-like figure to me, and a friend.
He's also a person who I've always looked up to be a leader, to have the courage to speak up.
Inside the St. John Baptist Church in Buffalo, it's not a day of sadness. Instead, it's a celebration of his life.
Every race, religion, every walk of life, class, and when you see that, you know someone's had an impact on a whole community, not just part of it.
He was somebody that stood up for what was right all the time, whether it was popular or not.
From family, friends, community members, to local and state lawmakers who had the pleasure of knowing Mesiah, including Mayor Byron Brown and Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul.
Frank was instrumental in the desegregation of Buffalo public schools and the successful integration of the Buffalo Police Department. Western New York is grateful for Frank's lifetime of tireless work to advance the cause of justice and equality.
At 89 years old, the community celebrates Mesiah's lifetime of achievements. Sergeant First Class in the U.S. Army, board member of the Buffalo Economic Renaissance Corporation, member of the ECMC Board of Directors, the list goes on.
He was an individual who was of the highest character, of the highest level of respect for others, always putting others first.
We're very proud. Very proud.
Despite this loss, it's the legacy Mesiah leaves behind that the community is determined to keep alive.
Although Frank is gone, we now have a responsibility to pick up the mantle and to speak out on those issues that he would have wanted us to speak out for.
The NAACP president, Reverend Mark Blue, says he hopes to pay tribute to Mesiah by dedicating part of the new NAACP office to him. Mayor Byron Brown also says he believes there will be other memorials created in the city. Shannon Smith, News 4 at 10.